let us continue playing Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2. When we last left off, we have secured the Medusa system and have another 4 systems that we will need to pacify in the coming turns. Scaris seems like the main one of these, however it also seems to have a wide variety of enemies in it, so there's bound to be a bit of infighting while we deal with the others, which is the Skeller system, the Cadia system, and the Balar system, all of which reasonably small, and we should be able to hopefully sweep all of those. We do have a number of specific missions to do on the way, so we'll probably be focusing on those as well. I've done a little bit of upgrading and repositioning of fleets, and we'll continue doing that here actually. So this is our... it's been slightly sorted. I think I got rid of a cruiser in place for an Arc Mechanicus and made sure it had enough things there, because we know the Arc Mechanicus ships are really good. Also, I'm clicking all over the place and not actually doing what I meant to do. So let's move you into position and get you up towards Nemesis Tessera. So I think the grand plan at this point is going to be to send the fleets I've currently got in position here, with obviously the exception of Spire, who I think has to do all of the scripted missions, because he's the only person that matters. And we're going to start capturing some of the Balar systems.
What glories Belial IV once knew are long behind it, destroyed a millennia ago by the onset of chaos. Yet it remains almost holy ground for the alien Eldari, who once counted this now barren waste as a jewel within their star-spanning empire.
Okay, so a bigger Elder presence than I was expecting. But yeah, so the troops we got in Nemesis Tessera and in Bellis Corona, I think we're going to send up and deal with Balal, at least capture all of the systems. If we have to run through with Spire, that's fine. Spire's troops in the Medusa system, which obviously have made most of their moves at this point, will go up and clear the Caliban system once they deal with the story mission that's currently there. And the troops we have stationed in Chincha, although there is an invasion that they're going to have to endure in 3 turns, once that's taken care of, they will head up towards the Skeller system, at which point, hopefully, we'll be in a position to make a reasonable attack here. So, that is the overall plan. Let's start with the battle we've actually got set up against Imperial Pirates here. So, I also did a slight upgrade to the Dark Angels fleet, giving them a battle barge because they have proven to be ridiculously good. So, let's launch the battle. And let's make sure we're actually using that battle barge. We are. Can we trade Novas for another one? I mean, there is an argument to do that, but I think we do want to keep the... We want to keep as many strike cruisers as we can in an ideal world. So we'll go with that. Also, possibility to pick up 3 battle plans. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so it's a standard destroy all route, which suits us down to the ground. Fortunately, we don't have any Nova Cannon support because this is entirely a Space Marine fleet.
To where we are needed.
But if we can try and deal with some of them in the short term, that'll be fine. Let's send out some interceptors, see if we can't harass. They are sending their own ones, actually, come to that, but we'll see what we can do. Send some harassing forces out to there and see what happens.
Purpose. At your command.
And let's speed up time while we wait for enemies to appear.
I am listening. Repositioning.
Yeah, just letting the battle barge catch up a bit.
Engines engaged.
Okay, here we go.
Enemy in sight.
So we can see where the battle plans are. We can also see where a stasis bomb would be kind of useful in the coming terms. So we'll set that up and let's see if we can quickly deal with a couple of these.
Where shall we strike?
We'll set auto engagement on for the
Feel
moment.
our might.
And let's send some Annihilators on for that first squad.
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment. Enemy in sight.
So they are going to pincer us, but if we can get the destructions done quickly, that will solve some problems. Also, don't particularly want to board these guys because they're not that much of a problem for us.
Show us the enemy.
Okay, let's see if we can focus fire and take out a cruiser before they get too much more support. In come some troopers. I think we're fine as is. You probably need to get a bit closer.
Redirecting.
Alright, engine damage. Let's
We
get some
stand
repairs
ready.
done. Get some standard movement done, and let's see if we can get some boarding
That is
actions
impossible.
done. Alright, they're going to call to arms, so actually they're less of a threat to us at this point.
Give us
Still,
purpose.
you urgently need some repairs done.
New vector acknowledged. Launch Thunderhawks.
Yeah, we need to get you a bit out of the way there. You're also not going to be able to repair for some time, so...
Standard speed engaged. Obliterate that target.
Problems. Okay, plasma bombs. Let's see if we can do a safe deployment over there, but we might even be retreating you. Yeah, we're retreating that one.
Show us the enemy.
Annoying, but
I am listening.
can't do too much about it right this second. Throw some boarding torpedoes out. They've mutinied, so we're gonna let them mutiny and see if we can keep some focus fire on you.
We stand ready. Boarding successful.
Disengage has failed because they got borders on.
Boarding caused critical damage.
Oh, we are really in trouble here, actually.
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment. It will be destroyed.
That was a strike cruiser as well. That was one of our better ships. All right, let's send out some interceptors.
I am listening.
On over
Give us
chapter,
purpose.
get some additional strikes done.
Show us the enemy.
Launch Thunderhawks.
We stand ready.
And yeah, I think we are bringing our escorts on. This is not going particularly well.
Prepare for impact. Where shall we strike?
Yeah, you're finished. Repair,
Marines, calm the machine spirits.
repair, and you are finished. We are going to lose a lot of ships doing this.
Give us purpose.
Plasma bomb, stasis bomb.
Our brothers have fallen. Where shall we strike?
I can bring on another strike cruiser at least.
I am listening.
Enemy in sight.
Alright, enemy Dauntless has been done. We have...
stand
Where
ready.
are our ships? Okay. Let's focus fire on this light
Main
cruiser for the
batteries,
moment.
fire.
See if we can do anything more significant for this. In the meantime, you've kind of split the fleet off a little bit here, but I think we do want to keep the focus on you right this second.
Show us the enemy.
Send some annihilators off to see if we can deal with some of this.
Thunderhawk bombardment.
Give us purpose.
Yeah, you're 5 seconds away from repairs, which would be useful.
I am listening.
Right, repairs done.
All servitors and techmary, begin repair.
All ahead. Maneuvering.
Redirecting.
So the good news is we can actually get our escorts back in the fight as well. So if we can keep some fire going here, and then it'll be a case of what can we do about you, because you're definitely getting to the point where we want to fight you as well.
Obliterate that target.
I hadn't actually intended the ram, but I guess if you've still got the speed up.
Show us the enemy.
And boarding.
Purpose. Heavy damage registered. It will be destroyed.
Right, you can try and retreat, but I don't think we're going to get that.
Critical damage.
Stasis bomb, put there.
We stand ready.
And yeah, we do need to focus on the light cruiser, but I would like to send off
Thunderhawks.
a few Thunderhawk waves to see if we can get the battle plans back.
I am listening.
This is possibly me being out of practice, but this is not looking particularly good right now. Alright, mutiny crew, mutiny stopped. But they are basically finished at this stage, so focus on you.
Where shall we strike?
See what we can manage. I would not like to lose that ship there.
We stand ready.
They died well.
New vector acknowledged.
Alright, let's see if you can go toe-to-toe with a Space Marine battle barge. Lock
Setting
on.
priority target. Give us purpose. Full speed. Hold course. Standard speed engaged.
Engine damage. They've lost a lot of troops, so we have been quite successful in invading this. Want to keep a couple up just in the off chance they take some plans back.
Heavy damage registered.
Feel our might. Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment.
I am listening.
Also got you being lost at the top. Well, more annihilators.
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment.
Enemy cruiser's been destroyed. That's a drifting hulk with things on it.
That is impossible.
Can we not get that back?
We stand ready. That is impossible.
I don't think because they stole it just at the end, we can't get the plans now.
I am listening.
Yeah. God darn it.
Where shall we strike?
Did I say you're in critical?
We stand ready.
We have both our flagships standing.
Initiate targeting protocol.
They died well.
You're about to get a ton of troops on you.
That is impossible. That is impossible.
Battle barge boarding has been reasonably successful, gotta be honest, but...
That is impossible.
Oh, they got shields up, that's why.
Show us the enemy. That is impossible.
Throw a couple that way.
Give us purpose.
So yeah, we're down to 4 versus 4. Throw
Launch Thunderhawks.
boarding Thunderhawks over that way.
I am listening.
as much as possible, get one of them destroyed and just reduce
Boarding
the
successful.
problems. They have a drifting Hulk on that side now, so no further worries on
Our
that
work cannot
point.
be denied.
On of a chapter.
Show us the enemy.
Keep our boarding actions at reasonably long range.
It will be destroyed.
Well, okay, they're going to Hulk. They're actually out of troops. I wonder if they're planning on scuttling.
Main batteries, fire. Redirecting.
Slight nudge.
Where
Oh, they
shall
have
we
gone for
strike?
it. All ahead.
Moving to position.
Normal positions.
Standard speed
Thunderhawks
engage.
engage.
We stand ready.
Attack.
Standard speed engaged.
Well, we lost a lot of ships here, which is a problem because... Let's just go reload and go for quick attacks now. Also, see if we can get you into closer range.
Show us the enemy.
See if we can get an on of a chapter in short order. On of a chapter sending 5
we
Terminators
strike?
across. Further lightning strike for 7. They've mutinied.
I am
Last
listening.
one. It's a command ship that mutinied as well, but we'll send the 7 over.
Show us the enemy. Launch Thunderhawks.
Well, that was costly, but we did win. Basically losing the entirety of the White Scars force with that. A strike cruiser surviving. Lost the Vengeful Zelios. Yeah, we lost 4... Yeah, lost 4 ships in that one. Not ideal. But the prize is this, which is a Nova Cannon damage increase. So we still have pirates, we still have the Chaos force to worry about. Bravery reduced on all things. This is a mining world, so that has slight benefit there, but unfortunately we don't have a building facility at this point. We need to... Are there no construction worlds in this one? Or I just missed them? Oh yeah, there's a miner shipyard there, and that's it. This is not a sector that we can rebuild on quite easily, so we may have to work stuff out with that. Still, we'll get the repairs done, and then we'll see where we are with that. We can obviously get a new leader in at some point. So let's bring in the... I'd like to get you battle barged up, but I think for the moment we'll just get the extra main ship just in case the Eldar want to come and play. Meanwhile then, Triumph of Gaspard can make its way up. We do have... We're giving Chaos risk here, but honestly the system isn't that prioritous for us, and we can always go and restore. So we'll move Imperial Navy fleet in. We've got the Mechanicus fleet. Those two should hopefully be able to start clearing out Blul. It doesn't look as if they got too much really to worry about here. Even the Chaos fleet isn't ridiculous. We can hopefully take that Eldar fleet out first, then see what we can do about the Drakari with massed Nova Cannon spam. So I think that's going to be fine. Chinchilla, I kind of don't want to move yet, because we're still preventing Necron threat. And unfortunately, the Necron threat is everywhere. So it's probably a reasonable idea to just move in towards the end, and then we'll obviously prevent the turrets, as we were planning on doing. Anything we can do at Medusa that would be useful? Build a new battle barge in... Well, build a new Mechanicus ship in a little bit, so we have another Arc Mechanicus. But everything else is kind of moved and ready. The only other thing we could do is the Space Marine fleet. Which I guess we could put in another light... No, we actually can't fit another light cruiser in. I'll buy them a Nova just because... Might as well. Ophelia looks a little too defended at this point, so we'll probably hold off until we get things ready from the invasion of Decorus. But we'll move you there anyway, nonetheless, and then we'll see. Because we might be able to go in with both the Mechanicus and the Space Marines and then deal with that. But Eldar are always tricky. So I guess if there's nothing else I can do, that is the end of the turn. So we end the turn. Nothing moving at any of the sectors at the moment, but obviously they've got plenty of threat. Plenty of threats, so they will have the ability to move and hopefully interfere with each other's plans to a certain extent. But yeah. So I guess the plan here is just move up. So we got obviously Imperial Navy Fleet, head up to there. Can then send in our new Arc Mechanicus, also up to there. And between the two of those, that should easily deal with it. So let's go do that fight now, and then we'll probably end the video at that point. Just check the deployment order. We have our Arc Mechanicus. We are missing a couple of Nova Cannons, though. Yeah, putting in an extra Luna seems to make sense. We want our massed guns. Nova Cannons aren't as useful against the Eldar, but they still have their uses, especially if it's an area control. Let's go. Okay, simple destroyer routes. So we are going to wait for the Eldar to come to us then. Ready? Shields up. Let's wait for things.
Ship ready.
We'll scout a little further forward, but that's purely for the benefit of radar. They will skitter.
Ship ready.
And then we will see. Well, we don't have any... I was about to say, we don't actually have any way of dealing with that, so we'll let them have their things. But they came off from this direction, suggesting they're going to go through the cloud. Still, you're not hurting the Triumph of Gaspard with that. It almost sounds like Tyranid noise, but okay.
Aye, Admiral.
We wait for Eldar. They will come to us with their squishy paper ships. And what do you know? Here they come. Right, radar. Double Nova Cannon blast then. Apparently it's decided to go for it. Alright.
Enemy sighted.
Let's go. Let's also dump a plasma bomb right there, because why not? If they want to sit there, come to us. That is what we will do.
Your orders?
Well, Nova Cannons have fired. Plasma bomb has fired, taking out a frigate.
Ship ready. Target locked in.
I set auto engagement at 9 just because they have a mutinous crew over there. Firing missiles at them doesn't seem like a great plan, but you never know. Rad Tempest then, since you had the audacity to just appear over there.
We wait your command. Enemy sighted.
Oh, they've lost the cruiser.
We wait your command.
Fire some missiles.
We serve.
And
Heading acknowledged.
fire some missiles.
Aye, Admiral. The spirits obey.
You could put an overcannon in there, but, you know, we'll find him eventually. He's also not exactly threatening.
Your orders?
Okay. That's how you beat Eldar. You wait for them to come to you, and then you annihilate them. Ultimately, simple mission. We did take some damage on the Retribution of Gaspard, but, you know, nothing major. And thus, another system under our control. We also gain additional listening posts out of this one. Unfortunately, I'd say our threat level isn't high enough to really deal with the Chaos or the other two fleets for right this second, but we're in a good position nonetheless. The Chinchar invasion is in 2 turns, so we are going to remain where we are for the time being. Medusa then. So we now have the ability to build a new battleship, which I think we were looking for one Arca Mechanicus for you. So there we are. And we can then go for a... let's go for a Dictator class ship. We'll have some extra scout support, I suppose. It's not fully up to standard at this point, but should be good enough to take out the Eldar in the same similar kind of vein. Might even be worth throwing some third fleet to support that, but who knows. Also, let's go and get this up. So Chapter Relics is now available in research. Where are we? Critical chance increased to 10 by 10% on all Astartes flagships, which seems extremely good for us. But I'm wondering if we just go for this mission next, which is definitely an option. An option that I'm going to consider. So next time we will debate what we do. And most likely it's going to be attack the Eldar. But it might involve doing whatever this mission is. Until then.